what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Sunday coffee break. If you noticed, I forgot to shave my head this morning, so I'm looking a little scruffy. Hey, what's up, everyone? Yeah, Sunday coffee break time. Time to take a break. Have a cup of coffee and relax and listen to me ramble about whatever I can come up with to ramble about. Let's see, this week I finally got Scorpion and my Rockola 477 over at the arcade. You may have seen the short on the Rockola 477 playing over there, but it's kind of weird with the shorts. You don't get hit with copyright infringements because of a shorts policy. Kind of interesting that you can do 15 seconds of somebody else's song besides YouTube's or somebody you pay for, and you don't get hit with copyright infringements. But got them over there. Rockola's all set up, ready to have quarters jammed in it. Scorpion sitting there. I still have to put it together. Figured I'd do that today, which is Friday. Yeah, I know. This is Sunday. Well, yeah, you're watching this on Sunday. This is Friday for me. But I'm putting new flipper coils in it. The coils that were in it were really wimpy. There were 24 300. Anyway, I got the right coils for it. Right flipper coils. I mean, the coils that were in it, you couldn't even hit the ramp or hit the chute to go up to the top. You could barely hit drop targets with it and put it in the lock hole on either side. Now the right one was a little stronger. You could get it up top to the next part to play with your upper flippers and hit the drop targets up there. Those flippers up top were really good. I don't know if somebody I don't know if the game is that easy that they decided to put smaller flipper coils or weaker flipper coils in it to try and make it harder. Well, you can't do much at all with the flippers, the coils that were in it. So I'm going to change them today. And I'll put the right coils in it, and we'll see what happens from there, and I'll get it all set up and decide where I'm going to put it. Still haven't gotten my board for the claw machine, so we haven't been able to get back on. Okay, as I was saying before my SD card filled up, I ordered it on the 24th. It was supposed to have been here between the 30th and the 8th, and it's the 9th, and I still don't have it. You know, I start getting concerned when things are late, especially when you pay out $220 for a board for a machine, and then it's late. You start getting a little worried as to if you got had or what. That's why I hate ordering stuff like that. But you know, it's a necessity now because there's no place around to just go pick one up. God, stop it, phone. So you can't pick one up, so you have to order everything online. So while I was waiting for it and I got the stuff cleared out, made a little room in here, I started back on my customers' Rockola 460. I got the new stylus in for it. I got a real bad hum to it, so I have to replace the filter cap in it. And that should clear it up, and everything should be good to go on it, and I can take it back and get it out of here. So I got back on it, and then I got started on our AMI Row CD100 Venus jukebox. That's taken me a while troubleshooting it and getting everything working in it. I don't know when you'll see any videos on that. Once I get it working, then I'll start the series, because you know, I hate, but I do it. I hate getting a series going and then getting to a point where I have to stop and wait, like Cinema, or like Top 10 or Chicago Coin. That one I had time, so I just started working on it, and it killed a lot of time in the spring, early spring. So that one worked out pretty good doing it that way with it. And it's sitting here, and I'm slowly getting stuff gathered up to get it finished up. But back on the CD jukebox, when I got it, you know, it's beat up, but I wasn't worried about cosmetic. We can make it look good, look decent. You know, it's not going to be a restoration. It's just going to be a make it look as pretty as we can and get it working so it works properly. But it didn't have a CD player in it. Had the mech and everything, but no CD player. And I bought a CD player. I don't know. That jukebox has been sitting around for, oh God, probably since 2021 or 2020. I know the CD player I bought, I didn't have nothing. I needed the CD Pro. I didn't care if it needed a laser. I could, you know, buy the laser and put a laser in it. But I didn't have the player at all. So I bought one that's on Facebook, on one of the jukebox groups. The guy had a bunch of them that needed lasers or whatever. And the date on it, it says needs repair 2020 is when that player was checked out. So we got it in. I took it apart and checked the laser. I got the laser adjusted. It was a little too high. So you know, it may be fine now, but I'm having issues getting it to initialize the mechanism. So that's some troubleshooting I'm doing, working on it, trying to figure out what the hell the problem is. I think I got it narrowed down to the mech board, the little computer that hangs on the side of it. I'm pretty sure, because my computer's working like it should, but it throws fits at board error, and then no board error with no lights, just the 5-volt. So it's throwing fits. Throws a code. The code is a 562, which means it loses communication with the computer. And I did all the normal, you know, clean the pins and tighten up the terminals and the plugs, you know, and all that. Do the normal stuff that you should do. And it's still just the board error light goes out, and then, but I don't get my lights lighting up telling me that it's ready to go. And if I clear the codes, then it kind of acts. Still can't get the mech to initialize. I had it initialized. It threw the arm all the way over and then pinned it down, and then the motor tried to keep running. So I know somebody has pissed with that mechanism. The strap was off of it, We got everything all straightened out, got the arm adjusted the way it should be, and when it's over in the home position, it hits the micro switch, turns the mech off. And then when it initializes, it picks up the record picks up the CD, brings it over, sets it down on the plate, and sets it down on the player. The plate comes down, sets down on it, and then it should turn the player on. Well, it's not moving at all now. Once I got it all adjusted and got it where the micro switches were acting where they're supposed to be acting up. So it's fun. But we'll get it figured out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's in that mech board, the mech computer. So that's next. I'm going to pull it back out and we'll tear it down and start looking at components on it. Doing some testing and see if we can't kind of pinpoint where our problem is with it. If it keeps losing communication. So that's where I'm at there with that. And like I said, we can't get started on the claw machine because there's no board. I'm working on the Rockola 460, getting that ready to go back to its home. He stopped by and asked me about it, and figured, well, once I get some stuff out of here, I can get it rolled over here and get to working back on it. And doing my normal, you know, putting the stuff in the computer, in the POS, working on CDs. I got some records. That was the other short. Got some games and records. That was the other short this week. Shorts do pretty well. I don't know about long term with your shorts, but they do okay. They do bring a lot of views, but you know that doesn't help the long format. Long formats have been picking up. They keep gathering more and more views. Right now, I think we're up over 100 views on all of our long format videos. Coffee break is a little better this time. We're getting close to 100 views on the coffee break. Watching some old bold guy. So that helps too. Every little bit helps the channel. I don't know if I'll ever get monetized, but never know, might attract somebody else to help us out. Okay, I'm going to take a break like I normally do about this time, and I think it's a little earlier this time, but I'm going to take a break. And let's see, I got in all the parts for that set of Infinity speakers that we're going to be doing. Glue just came yesterday. That took forever, but I got everything else. Got the new suspension and the new dust caps. I really don't have to change the dust caps, but I'm going to, because the one's all pushed in and they look like hell. Anyway, so got new dust caps. We'll put those on too. That'll be an interesting project. Never done them, so look forward to me trying to put together speakers. Not afraid to try anything once, twice if I like it. But gonna be cool this weekend. Gonna be a nice weekend, sunny. Low 70s for a change. We got remnants of Hurricane Debbie coming through today, and then we'll have a bunch of wind tomorrow. I thought of something else. Still got to do our quarter counter or change counter. I've just been kind of doing other things and keep pushing it off to the side, and then every Sunday when I empty the machines I keep saying to myself, boy, I wish I had that coin counter. It would really be nice. I wouldn't have to sit here and count quarters out. Could just dump them in and let it count them. But yeah, we'll do it eventually. Like I said, the CD jukebox was just kind of something that I wanna do. That way, I'll take the CD jukebox over too. I'll have 2 jukeboxes over there. One in one room and one in the other room, or whatever, you know. And maybe one day I'll have the CD jukebox up and running, people can play it, and then the next day I'll turn it off and turn on the Rockola and let the people play the 45 jukebox, whatever. Just something. I like jukeboxes. They're fun to work on as well. Claw machines are fun too. Pinball machines, any of it is. I bid on a couple more boards at an auction. Goes off Thursday. I'm bidding on 2 golden tees. I don't know if I told you this last Sunday. That's too far away, too far back. Can't remember that far back. So we have an extra Silver Strike, so we can set it all up for golden tee if I get the boards. I think I have another golden tee out there in one of the totes, and it's not working, and just haven't had the time to start working on boards. I'm buying them, just not working on them. But there's 2 of them, 2 golden tees. I don't know what, if they're golden tee 4, golden tee 05, or 02, or what. I don't know what they are. Then there's a local auction, not that far away. I'm bidding on some stuff on there too, but that's more for the outdoor market. Some records, some games, and something else I'm bidding on. It's been a while since I looked. That goes off Wednesday, and I can run down Friday and pick them up. Yeah, some albums, some Wii games, and yeah. But so if I get that stuff though, I'll just do a short on that stuff. People seem to like the shorts of my buy-ins, so we'll do that. Yesterday's video was another PS2 Slim. Yeah, I know. I'm getting kind of, we're doing a lot of PS2 Slims. You know, they're selling, so I'm putting them together and taking them down. That one's pretty interesting. It's a neat little project. And then I have another one in the can that I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. It's one I got into to fix for a guy. It was overheating and shutting down. I may have already told you all this, but you know, I did a video on it, and I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not. I have one ready to go on for that Pioneer speaker system, or Pioneer stereo system. That one's ready to go on. That's a long video. Yesterday's was just under an hour, and I think that Pioneer stereo system is like an hour and 20 minutes. It's a big one. Had to get into the cassette deck pretty heavily and get it working. Looks like somebody jammed a tape in it upside down and then slammed it and kind of broke some of the mountings of the cassette deck 1. Yeah, because that one, It's back-ass, well, it's not back-asswards, I guess, but one is on the right, two is on the left. One is the one that has a reversible head, and two is just the regular record and playback. But it's up and running. It works really good. Sounds really, really good. I'm jamming on that one. And I had one subscriber tell me that he doesn't care for my music, which, you know, he didn't get personal about it. He's a little older than me, and he enjoys 60s and 70s music, something a little more tamer than my 80s metal. Which is fine, because I'll gladly switch over and do some softer stuff too, because you know, I like all kind of music. I'm not just heavy metal. I just, in this big lot of CDs I bought, there's a lot of 80s metal in it. So that's what I'm listening to, and that's what everybody gets to hear that I'm listening to. So, you know, when it comes to music, you know, I like some country. I like soft rock. I like heavy rock. I love metal. Bluegrass, polka, jazz. The only thing I don't really get into is elevator music and oh man, some long hair music. What they used to call long hair music, like Beethoven and Bach, you know, and some symphony or opera. Nope, just can't seem to get into that. Find me curled up in the corner sleeping. Got to keep something, got to play something to keep you going. Play a lot of bluegrass. And a lot of polka. Kind of strange, but you know, I kind of grew up listening to polka, so I like it. But yeah, we got that lot of records cleaned up. The games, I haven't done them yet, and I still got plenty of games down there that they sell a lot. Games sell a lot. The only thing I can't get a hold of is cartridge games. Cartridge games are great for kids because you can't scratch a cartridge. Disc you can scratch. Cartridge you can't. Plus there's a lot of good old games on cartridge. But you know, I spent a lot of time this week on the jukebox, on the CD jukebox. So I got the camera. I turned the camera on. I have one in the can ready to be edited and rendered on that, and then I'm working on the other one. That's why I had to change my SD card, because I had that one in there and I thought there was still room on it, but I didn't realize that I had videoed that much. But yeah, that's about it. Kind of a slow week. Just doing busy work, you know, trying to get some loose ends tied up on the 460, waiting as normal for parts, and figured dive into something else and tear something else apart and have it all scattered throughout the garage, and so it's in the way. Why not? Took some stuff over. I'll work on the Scorpion this evening. I'll have it up and running. Let's see, my Target Alpha over there, it started throwing a fit and wanted to just keep running. Score motor wanted to just keep running and running and running, and wouldn't take the score off the reels or nothing. Wouldn't reset nothing. So I tore into that and was going through everything, checking everything, cleaning everything, and found a little hunk of plastic, little round plastic nub. Not a ball, but a little tube. And didn't think anything of it, picked it up and set it on the coin counter, and was looking at the score motor. And I was looking at the leaf switches on the score motor to see if I had something too close, too far apart, whatever. And happened to look at those, and I said, well, son of a gun, that little tube is part of one of those leaf switches. So sure enough, bottom stack on the score motor, it fell off of one of the leaf switches. So thank God I have a spare. I have a little what is it? I don't know, a little jar, as we'll call it, a little jar full of leaf switches that I have come across and taken out, changed, and whatever. It's still useful, still in good condition, whatever. And I had one in there, and it's in the car, and it's going to get fixed this evening. So I'll have Target Alpha back up and running. Sharky Shootout, I cleaned that board up again with vinegar, got it all straightened out, and put it back in, and lo and behold, it started acting right again. Sometimes when you turn it on, if it sits by itself, it'll start spitting balls out. But if you go play a game on it, then it's good for the rest of the day. So it sounds like a voltage. Sounds like a voltage issue. Either too much or not enough. I don't know. We'll see this weekend and see how it works out. See if it's okay. Located the problem with flip-flop. I had a dead short in my GI on the play field. I got that squared away. It was just a socket that was stupid. So now it's back in service. Dragon's still down. Still got it. Still looking for a decent power supply for a System 1. I have the original one that's sitting over there. I should just put that back on the bench and rework it. But it's one of those ones that, you know, I've told you this before, you go over it, everything's good, you put it in, it works great. And then about a half an hour later, or maybe a day or a week, you go back and it's shut down. You know, you lost your displays and all the power to the motherboards. CPU is done, is gone again. So that one's been a real red ass. And Cinema, still down. I haven't gotten to it again. Usually something else crops up. When I have the time, I want to go work on Cinema. Something else is down, so I have to go over and work on it. And there's only so many days in the week, and 2 of them are shot to hell down at the outdoor market. Fridays are putting stuff on the POS and getting stuff ready and loaded and ready to go. Mondays usually go to the store, go grocery shopping or something like that, or doctor's appointment, some fun shit like that. So half the time it comes down to me having about 2 days, two and a half days worth of work getting done. And that doesn't mean going over to the arcade and working. I wait till Fridays, I go over at 5, and then I work in the evenings over there on stuff. And Saturdays when I come back up, I go right straight to the arcade, and girlfriend has it open. So as soon as I get there, I relax for about 15-20 minutes and then get up and go in and start working on something. Sundays I just have a hell of a time. After long days, Sundays, I get home. We don't have the arcade open during the day on Sundays. We go over at 5, and I get over there, and man, it's just so hard to get motivated to do anything because I'm just whooped. Need a break. And then Monday, start all over again. Get a little bit of a rest and then keep going at it. Keep getting after it. Getting stuff done. Making videos. Fixing stuff. Putting stuff in the POS. Getting the car loaded. And go sell. It's my whole week. Alright, enough complaining, and I think it's enough of a coffee break for this week. Hopefully next week I get some more stuff going on that I can talk a little bit more about and not ramble on about past stuff and stuff that people really don't want to hear. So I hope you enjoyed the coffee break this week, and I hope to see you on the next one. And that's next Sunday. Always on Sunday. And again, I want to thank everyone for subscribing, and make sure you hit the like button. Helps out the channel a lot. Till next Sunday. Have a great week. See ya.